All right, we're good. Go ahead.
All right, so last thing that happened was the old guy was in the alley being assaulted by Yafa, gave a lot of information, and then I forget why he ran away
He
at
was
the end.
he was fed up with it, and he slowly walked away, and then slowly broke into a run.
Okay. All right, and then the rat died, and Zach introduced himself to the party, and and then went to go on a date.
He was that baby.
Did anyone react to that yet, or did he just say that and that's how it?
No, I said at the end, "Do you guys react?" And he went, "No, no, no. I get the last words."
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Next time. So
I guess we don't even get to react because he's not here.
Yeah.
Well, let's say he does that and then just turns and walks back to the library to go
to his date.
talk
Right.
to the library.
That's a good exit.
Yeah. Introduce yourself right before you leave. Okay. So yeah, there we are. What's up?
What are we gonna do?
Can anyone lend me 10 gold?
For what? Why?
He's not gonna give it back.
No.
I need a new.
He's not gonna.
I need a new rat. You killed.
You're gonna buy a rat?
You have to buy a rat?
Listen. Casting spells isn't cheap, okay?
I know Steve in real life. He's not giving you the money back.
No, he's not. Straight up.
Listen.
I'll loan it to you. Do you have any collateral?
I feel like the rat didn't help us in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
Do I have any? It was helping me just fine until someone kicked it. Do I have any collateral? I give
You're
you
close.
Give me a what?
A crowbar.
A crowbar? For 10 gold?
Listen, I'm not a good thief.
Is the dude still running away at this point, Sam? Or is he like gone? Like,
Is he gonzo?
Is this conversation
I mean,
taking
you
time?
rounded the corner and you lost. I would say this conversation takes time. Yeah.
Shit.
You guys, your characters are actually discussing it, right?
I'm debating just fucking
Sounds like it.
tackling this guy and dropping a nice act. I feel like
what are we gonna gain out of that?
I don't know if we have enough information. Plus, he also.
I mean, it's not like he's not gonna give it to us willingly unless we like torture him or something.
We could try to go back to the one dude, the drunken bastard's house too.
God, he's gonna want his sword back. All right, I guess we'll let the old man go.
So the old man said that there's like
You're so kind.
locked up room in the tower with more, and that the sword is some special incantation it does.
Correct.
Something,
That's
right?
honestly
Yeah.
why I wanted to get the old dude. I wanted him to tell me what the words were. But I guess we'll have to figure it out for ourselves.
What was the name of the language?
The race was called the Osabi,
Usabi.
The
Yeah.
Osabi, okay.
which I did Google made up words, and that was one of the first 5 that I found. I thought it would work.
Yeah, sounds pretty good.
Yeah, the first 2 were really bad. I don't remember what they were, but it just sounded awful. All right, anyway.
Nice.
All right, good game.
Yep, that's it. What are we gonna do?
Sneak into the tower or the castle.
What do we know about the town? Like, what is the town structured like? Is there like some castle in the middle of it? Is there not? Like,
Is there not?
no, I don't know.
What is
You
there
never
not?
really described the town to us. You
Well,
just-
we are right by a library, which I assume will have
Right.
a map.
Yeah, the town is built kind of. Well, it's a lot bigger than a town. It's more like a city. It's built into a hillside, with the castle being at the edge of town, at the top of the hill, and the old guy's, or not the old guy, the drunken guy's house was farther down, near like past the
Okay.
bottom of the hill on flat ground.
Okay.
And then the canal and the library are also kind of closer to that side, so they're not like, it's not like river rapids going downhill, you know.
Gotcha.
I feel like we need to try and, I guess, start making our way towards this tower, dungeon, whatever.
Castle. King lives there.
Okay. Okay.
Well, there's
Well, should we,
Should we scout?
Yeah, I'm like
While
thinking
we're by the-
we should go there and try and scout it out. Let's see what's.
Well,
outside.
I mean, while we're by the library, we could probably try to go see if there's any intel we can get from there, right? Like, there's got to be some kind of information on the castle or something, right?
We can look. Yeah. So we want to go
Figure
back
that's
into the library now.
I mean, maybe some of some of us could do it.
Did
I mean, we could always
check out
just
the
go
book?
if we. I was gonna say, yeah, we could always just go check out books, or I don't know what that entails. If not, steal them.
Still in a library.
Well, I mean, I don't know if this is the
already
21st
stole the
century.
point.
Like, yes, that's
I'm
true.
all
Already
about
stole
that.
the point.
Just take the books.
I'm not saying Ace is opposed to stealing books from a library, but
All right. Well, let's go back in.
All right, well, let's pop in the library real quick and see if there is any sections on, like first like map of the town, and because we might have to plan some kind of how to escape, and yeah, any like architecture stuff we can get on the castle, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole like geography atlas section.
Okay. So are we back in the
Let's do it.
library, looking in there?
I assume so. You weren't very far from it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're pretty close by.
Yeah, it takes you like a half hour to get there. So.
To the library?
No, I was meaning.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that is what I meant.
Okay, well.
I mean, if you're
check out an atlas, like stuff about the city and maps and stuff.
yeah, so I mean, there's a number of books. There's guides to quality restaurants and inns, attractions, maps to the city going back, a couple 100 years to the point of inaccuracy. Bunch of stuff. There is not that you have seen yet any kind of architecture diagram of this castle in particular.
Is there a map? Do one of the maps like not have the castle, like a pre-castle map, and is it dated so we can maybe figure out when it was built?
The oldest map that you can find is like 1,000 years old, and the castle is still there, albeit smaller.
Okay. Well, let's just grab a map and head over and start scouting it out, I guess. Anybody opposed?
Yeah, I guess we're not. I can't think of anything else that we would find information on.
We should find some like people who work in the castle and like bribe them to tell us things.
Also, not a bad idea. With what money?
Oh, we have some money.
Steve has money.
money.
Or we can threaten them. Find someone who's I don't know, kind of like not very rich looking, and bribe them with some riches, and then intimidate them if that doesn't work.
we can always fall back on good old intimidation.
Yeah.
Ivan's been doing a lot of work. That's true.
We also gotta be careful of the guard that might recognize Ace.
He is out there and aware of what occurred.
That could be trouble. So we got to keep an eye out for him. All right. Well, let's say.
Do you think that guard is really going to be around the castle? If he set out to like the boonies looking for like some random sword, he's probably not going to be in a high ranking.
Yeah, I mean, unless he's got to go, clock in at the old castle.
Go punch his guard.
All right. Well, let's grab the most up-to-date atlas, check it out, and start heading towards the castle.
Right. So when you go check it out there, well, there's a different library in there now. Yeah.
Okay.
But you don't have a library card, so you gotta.
Can I go apply to a library? Yeah, I'll sign up for a library card.
Yeah, but it takes 5 to 10 business days.
Okay, we're just stealing it. I'm taking
All right,
it.
we're stealing it. Yeah.
All right, you can you can make a stealth check.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. I have
You're
to...
just walking out the door, like.
Okay. I mean, like, how hard is it to steal a book?
There we go. There we go.
We smuggled a sword in. I think we
Oh.
can handle taking a book out.
Ari had it up his vagina.
I did not say that. I simply said it was. Hold on, I have to find my. I was bad. I did not open my character sheet this time. Unless.
Just as a small point of order, when they all go to leave to scout the castle, Ace is going to take a breather because I am useless for at least an hour.
Oh, okay,
Do
so
anything.
you can go take a nap.
Oh, so you have to like.
What is take a breather specifically?
I think
Well,
you can't move much, right?
I have to take a short rest. Basically, I'm going to sit down on a chair, I'm going to pull that porn book out of my sleeve, and I'm going to just peruse for about an hour or so.
So you're doing a waking rest. You're not like actually.
Well,
Okay.
so it's a short rest. It's a 1 hour just not doing minimal activity is what a short rest is.
You're not like worried about finding them later or anything.
I mean, listen, I have access to no spells except for cantrips, which
All
my
right,
cantrips
we'll
are
tell him.
lights
We'll
at
tell
this
him we'll
point.
either come find him, or we'll be at the castle.
Yeah,
outside.
I'll find
He
them.
can,
Okay,
he can
no
send the
problem.
rat to look for us.
Yeah.
Only 100
Only
feet.
100 feet though. Okay. I rolled this.
All second point of note, to get the rat back after the short rest, I need another hour to get the rat back.
Hold on. All right, how about this? We check the map real quick, and if there's like an inn or something or a tavern close to the castle, we'll say we can just meet here at 8 or 9. Because I figure we'll probably want to split up and scout the place out, and then we can debrief at the nearest inn. Let's say what time do we say it was now? Like 7 o'clock ish or something.
No, it's like
3.
3.
He's
'Cause
going
the-
on-
Oh, 3. The day was at 3. Yeah. So we'll meet up at the inn at 7 or 8.
I guess we have to determine if I got out of the library though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't attempted to steal it
All
yet.
right,
So while we still are in the
rolled
library.
7, and I have +7.
You're
Plus
plus
7.
7?
Stealth, yes.
What?
Yeah,
No.
+7.
Where do you see this? I don't see this on your sheet, dude.
On
That's
stealth
not possible.
skills.
Yeah, they're all blank.
What?
What sheet are you looking at?
I'm looking at my Google sheet.
I'm looking at. Oh, you made a Excel and a PDF for some
I'll
reason.
delete the Excel.
Okay.
The Excel
Okay.
or the PDF is garbage. Don't use that.
All right. Yeah. It's +7. All right. He's not lying. Okay. You get away
sneaky.
without. Just shove that up your dress. Pretty much.
We're gonna come back and return this when we're done. So
We are good
Oh, yeah,
Samaritans.
sure.
We are good Samaritans.
All right. Sure.
We just attacked the city guard. Assaulted
Just-
I
an
can't-
old man.
Assaulted
his
an old man.
scalp massage is what I gave him.
I kind of want to just punch somebody randomly on the street.
That's something you can do.
I know.
You can do that.
I'm considering it. All right.
All right, get arrested with our sword if that's what you want to do.
All right. I guess it's time to go.
Let's head out.
All right.
All right.
All right. Goodbye, Steve.
Bye.
Like I said, the castle is farther up at the top of the hill, so it's a little strenuous to get there. It takes a little bit, and then the nearest inn is a couple. Are they called blocks in it, or is it still blocks? It's like a couple
If
blocks.
there's streets, there's blocks. So
Yeah, it's like you can see the castle from the inn, but it's not literally.
yeah,
right
sure.
next to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The old castle inn, right next door.
Say it takes about a half hour since it's uphill. I mean, it's not like Denny Hill uphill, but it's uphill.
Yep.
Okay, so you arrive in the general vicinity of the castle. In front of it, there is a medium-sized courtyard, which is just kind of what's that place? in China, where outside of the palace or whatever, or it's just like big and open.
Where?
The Forbidden City?
Is that really what it's
The,
called?
Yes, the Forbidden City where the king lived.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's a Forbidden
Cinnamon
City.
Where?
Google it.
That doesn't sound. Oh my god, I had no idea that was called that.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of like that, but not quite that big. And at
Sure.
the top of the hill. And there are 2 guards at either side of a very large wooden door. There is no moat because you're at the top of the hill. Good luck
Nice.
getting a moat. But the walls around the castle are like, what's the castle in Edinburgh? It's kind of like that. Actually, that's a great analogy.
Okay, that's a good visual.
Yeah.
Wait, Castle where?
It was just a fortified castle on
it's
top
just
of a
called
hill.
Castle Edinburgh. Yeah, it's looks like Castle Edinburgh, where it's got like it's got like pretty large walls. So like not only do you have to climb the hill if you go in from the side, but you would have.
Is
to
there
go
a cannon at the top?
I mean, there's a bunch of cannons poking through. What do they call those? The things that
Turrets?
archers shoot through.
Turrets.
Crenellations.
Oh, it is called a turret. Yeah.
Do
Wait,
they
call it
fire
what?
Turret.
turret?
Oh, turret. Okay.
Do they fire the cannon once an hour?
What is this, Mary
No,
Poppins?
They don't. They do that in Edinburgh. That's why he's saying.
Oh.
Or did that.
No, they still do it.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, maybe it's not every hour, but they'll do it a couple times a day.
Oh, I never heard it. Okay. Anyway, no, they don't do that. That's a waste of ammunition. That's dumb.
But how do ships?
How do
Just
ships-
stop. Just stop. Okay, so like that's
All right.
you're there.
Should we approach the guards and say, "Hey, can we get a tour of the castle?"
Where's is that? Let's look at the entrance. What does the entrance look like? Is it heavily guarded?
I mean, there's only the 2 guards, but it's like there's really only from the front that you can see one large door.
Okay.
And by large, I mean like several times taller than a person.
Yeah. Huge.
Yeah. There are 2 guards in front of it holding spears.
Huge.
Have the
And
guards
then-
seen us?
Yeah, I mean like
John
it's not illegal to be where you are. There's
Okay,
still
I was gonna
people-
ask what their demeanor is like. Are we sort of trespassing at this point, or is it just kind of like we're just chilling?
No, you're just. I mean, unless you're like standing literally at the door, which I
Right.
didn't think you were.
What,
Yeah, if you're like in the plaza, that's totally fine. People are around there.
Has
Is
it,
there,
It's
any,
kind
is
of
there
like-
people?
Yeah, it's like kind of park like. I mean, it's not like officially a park, but there's
So is there like a market? or is
trees
it
and
just
grassy
people mingling?
knolls.
Okay.
It's not
Just
it's
like a
not
nice
market,
park.
it's-
Like a park.
Yeah.
is it like that, like all the way around, or does it just turn into like grassland as you go around the castle?
You got to walk around to see.
Okay, but in the
Just walk
park
around.
you can see what like. Is there like a walk? Like, can you easily? Would it be obvious that we're walking around the castle by ourselves, or are there other people milling around there?
There are not really people going around the back of the castle. There's a lot of brush, like at the top of the hill, just bushes and stuff. It's mostly the front that's cleared out.
All right, so we walk around.
Yeah, might as well take a
Side.
peek.
Split up.
Yep, split up.
I'll go left.
I'll go with
All
the
right.
alpha.
yeah, I was gonna say. I guess I'll go right then.
Wait, so only
Fine,
one
I'll
person.
go. I'll go left.
Oh, gonna leave a
Okay,
nice lady all alone.
Not all
What-
alone. You
Okay,
got
who
the-
went which way? Just give me.
Trayvon.
I went right.
Right.
Okay.
The gender fluid dragonborn and I went left.
Okay. All right. On both sides, it's more or less the same. Like eventually, the cleared area gives way to just brush and other passable but unpleasant terrain.
There's nothing that like. Is there anything that looks like a way to get in? Like any kind of entrance, or is it all just wall all the way around?
It's largely wall, but as you keep walking, I mean, this thing probably takes, several minutes on clean terrain to
Sure.
circumvent, right? But around near the
Right.
back, yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, around near the back, you notice some rats scurrying about.
Rah, Ace, are you
Is that
here?
you?
Well, Ace isn't there.
Wait, do we know about Ace's rat? I don't think we know about Ace's
No, we
rat.
don't. We don't know.
We can't really use that as an advantage. But if we see a bunch of rats,
Look for like a
We
drain
should
pipe.
we should pick up
yeah,
a rat.
yeah,
There's
it's
likely-
probably like a
Yeah, there's some.
likely a drain pipe or something like that.
Okay.
So I don't think it's unreasonable for us to be like, hey, we have a mage. Can you do anything about it?
Okay.
So we note that, yeah. We'll note the fact that there seems to be some kind of drain pipe or sewage entrance or something like that.
A reasonable conclusion.
Are there cannons out around back as well?
Going all around the top there aren't cannons, but there are archers on patrol, but you are close enough to the walls that you would have to step out a bit for them to, I mean, like if they pop their heads over and look straight down, they'll see you.
Yeah, but if they're up at top just surveying, they
How
won't.
tall are these walls?
I'm really bad at estimating large distances.
Like, are they as tall as a house? Are they two houses?
Taller than a house. I guess like 2 houses, yeah. However tall the
I guess how many
I feel like
stories?
Yeah.
How many stories? Like floors?
I'm so bad at estimating this. Probably like 3 or 4.
Okay.
You
Not
guys are
like you're
Roll
not-
numbers, Sam.
What?
You can also just like roll numbers. That's how high they are if you're really stuck
Yeah.
on them.
All right, we'll settle
at
at
this
4
point-
stories. All right.
4
The
stories.
visual in my head is very similar to Castle Edinburgh, and I'm trying to figure out how tall those are.
Castle
I would
what?
say
I need to
like-
Google.
Yeah,
I need to
I'll
Google a
Google
picture of
it.
this thing. Eden what?
Edinburgh. It's EDIN. Yep.
Burr. Okay, Edinburgh.
And that, how like
That's not how you say it.
so the walls are made of stone, so are they like scalable at all?
They're
Uh,
pretty
oh.
well smoothed down from centuries of rain running down them.
Those walls are
Wait.
probably like a story
Wait,
tall.
wait, wait.
Maybe
I
2.
have stone cutting. Can I get some insight about the stone walls or look around for any sort of? Let me see what actually stone cutting gives me. If I can load the.
And Jake, no, they're way more than a story tall. They might only look a story tall.
They're way more than a story. Okay.
Well, actually, it depends on the portion.
Yeah.
Like some of the pictures are showing the front where it is only like a story tall, but some of them
Okay.
are.
So
Some of them are tall. Yeah, I can see parts of it where it looks tall. The inner walls look a lot taller.
Yeah, the inner walls are super
This
tall.
place
Okay.
is sick, by the way. If you're ever there,
So I
Go
guess
check it out.
we'll
So-
say it's like 30 feet, 40 feet tall.
seems reasonable.
That's 3 or 4 stories.
Okay.
Okay, so Ivan, what did you want to do?
Sorry, I'm just looking up. I have like a skill called stone cutting, which lets me know things about like stones or just like fortresses or things that are built. I believe, if I remember correctly. I don't know if Steve, do you know what that is? I'm trying to look it up.
It's if you make a history check in relation to stonework, you are considered proficient and gain double your proficiency modifier.
Aha. Okay.
Do we do this?
I don't know. I mean, I'll look at these walls and try to glean what information I can about them.
Glean the history from the stone.
Yeah.
Tell me your secret stone. I mean, they're pretty smoothed out. Like I said, there's centuries of water erosion and such. There are small cracks, but like really nothing that is exploitable, right? Like it's just.
What about like I'll try to look around for any like hidden kind of entrances or anything that looks like it's could be a secret passage. And it doesn't
there
have to be.
is- What?
It doesn't have to just be here. Like as I'm looking around the castle, I'm gonna be just looking around for anything that looks suspect.
Yeah.
like that.
Okay. So you're just kind of like walking around and looking at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Riaz, what's going on?
Could we see like the old man had mentioned that there was a tower that this stuff was in? Like where in the castle is it located in relation to the like where we saw the rats and where the entrance is?
So, inside the castle, like walls, there is like a relatively small castle town. The size of the hill prevents it from being too big. But the tower is near the backside. It's not like this enormous tower, but it's still like a yeah. But it's near the back of it, so like towards the far side of the hill that the city isn't built into. And the rats that you were seeing were kind of so if we're calling the tower north, it was the north, or if we're calling the tower 12 o'clock, the rats were around like 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Eventually, Ivan stumbles upon notices that the rocks are getting slightly more worn down. And then looks up.
Interesting.
Yeah. And sees a drain pipe.
Ooh.
How big?
How big?
Yep.
How
big?
Not big enough for a person. Probably like, well, actually that's debatable. Like 2 feet in diameter. There are several of them, kind of spaced out. And
You get a rat to go through one of those.
You do see a rat scurry out of one.
Okay. I'll make a note of that.
Noted.
Can we see? And is there any light? Like it's a drain pipe, obviously, but is it like? Can we see any depth into it?
Oh, are you guys meet up now?
Oh.
Well, I thought we went to
those two are together.
Oh, okay. I mean, you can see like 5 or so feet into it, but yeah, not really. I mean, there is also like a little bit of water actively coming out it, so.
What is this like clear water? Does this look like this is sewage?
I mean, it's not like perfectly clear you would drink it, but it's not toilet water.
It ain't doo-doo.
It ain't doo-doo.
It ain't doo-doo. Okay, good to know.
I'm gonna yell into the pipe.
It could be very diluted doo-doo. You can't.
I'm gonna yell into the pipe. Just
What? You don't
Yell
say. You just
into
go.
the pipe?
Yeah, I'm gonna just yell into the pipe and listen to the echo.
It echoes. I mean, it really doesn't echo that much, considering that it's only about 2 feet in diameter. And
well, I mean, the
running
pipe could be really
Yeah.
deep.
Could be long though.
So you
Yeah.
know.
Hey.
You hear some echo, but the running water is kind of interfering with the sound.
I'm suspect of this, but okay.
I don't think we have anything to be able to see down there unless we get our mage back with his orb balls.
At this point,
Oh.
an archer spies you from above.
Oh no.
Well, he spies specifically.
Those two,
Ivan.
or okay.
The two, like, Ivan's shout attracted their attention. Well, the one guy's attention.
God damn.
Damn it, Ivan!
He leans
Treyvok.
over and spots Treyvok and Yaffa and says, "What are you two doing down here?" And then he pulls out his bow and do you cock a bow? That what it's called?
You would knock it and
Knock it.
draw.
Knock.
You would knock and draw.
Okay.
Knock and draw, yeah.
All right. He knocks and draws
Jesus,
the bow. And
really?
says, State your business.
I look up and I wave to him in a friendly manner and say, "Hello."
And I say,
He repeats.
okay.
Go on.
No, go. Let him repeat first.
I say,
He
"Hello."
repeats. State your business.
Just
I
admiring your beautiful stonework.
I shout up. I shout up that Don't mind us. We're just health inspectors. We've got a complaint.
Are you memeing? Or
No,
is that real?
this is what I'm saying.
Oh my
we're
god.
we're city health inspectors.
The
Yeah,
guard
I
says,
follow up on this saying all the water that's leaking out is clearly a health hazard.
Well,
here,
and the rats.
the rats.
The rats.
All your stone is gonna fall apart.
the archer says, I believe that's what drains are built for, to release water.
But not
Yeah, but
rats.
they're leaking all over your stone.
The guard turns his head for a second to look behind him and shouts to someone, but you don't hear the details of what he says.
Okay.
And then turns back.
We say, we're sorry to bother, but we're done here. Thank you. And turn to walk away.
The guard commands you to wait with the bow still drawn and nocked.
All right, if you're gonna bring your supervisor into this,
I tell him that we're very busy and that we have more things to inspect. And I'm sorry that we can't wait.
The guard says, stay in place. I have my comrade, I don't know what the fuck you said, coworker.
is he a Soviet guy?
Yeah. My associates are coming down to escort you into the castle.
Ooh.
All right, I guess I'll wait right here.
What do we got going on here?
Well, as far as I know, you're like, a couple.
Still pretty far away.
You're like a couple dozen feet from them, but sort of meandering through the brush. Like you're not far away, but you're not immediately.
Can they see?
Wait,
Obviously,
are we
Can they hear?
Can we like see or hear this conversation? I mean, I assume they have to be shouting if they're.
You can hear bits of, like you can tell.
Yeah,
that
we can tell people are
yelling
talking, but yeah.
and you can recognize Yafa's voice and Travak, I guess. I was just thinking
Can you not
she would have
recognize
a
my
more
voice?
distinct voice.
Yafa's in trouble. We gotta two-time it.
What is two timing?
Double
Like
time.
double
Hurry.
it. Get there faster. Yeah.
All right, so Gunner,
Yeah.
do you like run up to him or her?
Well, I mean, I think do we see them right now? If we see them, I thought we didn't see them, so we
I
like
thought you were on
No,
the
you
other side of
don't.
the castle.
yeah. So we start trying to
It's
go
not the
find
complete other side, but it's enough around the periphery
Yeah,
that
so-
it's like the curvature of the earth.
I'd like to try
Earth
to
is flat.
like forget the perimeter search and like forget our investigation and just focus on trying to find them as fast as we can.
So continue on in the direction quicker.
The curvature
Yep.
of the earth.
Okay.
What curvature? of the Earth?
Well, is Riaz going with you, or you both booking it?
Yeah, well, I'm booking it, so it's up to Riaz.
He's got to save his woman.
That's your woman, yeah.
Yeah, I'll join. I'll book it.
All right, nice.
All right, you guys take off in a wee bit of a jog, but you also notice that you hear footsteps coming behind you that also sound like they're hustling.
I turn around.
You don't see anything yet, but you can also start to hear voices behind you. It sounds like a group of men.
I wonder if that's the guards.
Wait, aren't they outside?
Yeah, but they might have gotten down and around. They have a little sneaky way.
Yeah, but like they can't. Anyway, I was just like, how do you hear them but you don't see them if you're like in an open field? That's what I was.
Well, no,
picturing,
there's
but-
like a lot of brushes and stuff.
Curvature of the
Well,
earth.
it's less. I meant similar to how the curvature of the earth blocks your view into the distance.
Yeah.
The curvature of the castle
Is,
blocks.
Right.
is this Earth flat or is it?
You're
bald?
not on Earth. You're not on Earth, dude.
It's a half circle. The top is flat, and the rest of it is circular.
We gotta
It's
be
a
careful, or
reverse
the DM's just gonna kill us all.
All right, so we hear people running towards
Aren't there?
us. Ace is
Well,
all good.
they're not full on running, but they're hustling. The brush kind of
Yeah.
prevents you from running. Yeah.
So if I heard Yafa shouting, and now I hear people getting. I think it's reasonable to assume that they got caught, and it's reasonable to assume that these are guards coming. So maybe we
Wait,
should get in position to flank them or
Why are
jump
we
them.
caught? We're not doing anything illegal.
Oh, is this not? I mean, I figure if we're on like the back side of the castle, it's like sketch.
Oh, I didn't realize we were on the backside of the castle, but
Oh, we're about like
yeah.
the sewage and stuff, right?
okay.
Yeah, I gave the time setup right, like in terms of clock face. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's the front door being 6 o'clock. The drainage shit is at like 10ish, 10:30. Yeah. So you're definitely, and I mean you had to go through brush to get there, so you're definitely the part of the castle that people aren't just hanging out in. It doesn't guarantee you did something illegal, but it looks pretty.
Gotcha.
It doesn't look shady, yeah.
We like going on hikes. We're the health inspectors.
Well, all right. Yeah. Well, my plan would be.
Who just did that? I heard that.
That was me rubbing my chair. It's my chair rubbing up against.
Oh yeah, it was the chair.
Sure.
Yeah. See right there again. Oh. Yeah.
Is that Chipotle?
Yeah, I'd say we split off kind of to the left, a little bit further away from the castle wall. Kind of see.
Yeah, like kind of try to see what's coming our way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we get like out of sight if you're taking the fastest path to get there.
Yeah, look for some
All
bigger
right.
brush to kind of
hide in. Yeah.
Looking forward, you can see Yafa and Travak with their heads tilted, looking up. They're probably like 50 feet out. You don't have a great view because the brush is
Yep.
barely. I mean, like just over that distance, compounds.
Yep.
But you can make out their clothes and such. And about 15 seconds later, a group of 3 or 4 guards hustles past you about like 15 feet to your right. They don't notice.
What are they armed with?
Love and hugs.
Spears.
Spears.
Love and
Spears.
hugs.
Oh, we don't
Well,
got
and
horses,
what is
so
it?
those are
Or are they
useless.
scrubs?
Not horses. Are they what? Sorry.
Are they strong looking or are they scrubs?
You have a very hard time telling through the brush. If you want to make out some extra detail, you can roll for it.
Sure, why not?
Is that what would that be? Perception or?
Yeah, I think that'd be perception probably.
I like rolling. Rolling's
Yeah, rolling is entertaining. I have +4 perception, so
19.
all right, we'll take the 19.
All right, so I don't know what your name is, Riaz, and I'm not gonna try.
The Dragonborn.
So the gender fluid Dragonborn looks through the brush and notices 3 or 4 men. 3 of them have spears. One of them has.
Yeah, 3 or 4. Couldn't see how many. We just.
Well, I mean, they're running perpendicular to you, so like there can be people
There's a hash
on the
man.
other side of it. How easy do you think it is to like count the number of people running by in thick brush while you're hiding?
With a 19, not too bad, I think.
I mean, even if you roll a 20, you're not like superhuman. So
Sure. Okay.
ultra
3 or
yeah.
4 people running by with spears. What else about them?
At least one of them has a morning star, and
Morning star.
Wow. Okay.
It's like a type of mace.
It's a mace, like
Yeah.
spiky.
Yes, it is spiky. Someone's googling morning star.
That's me.
And you can see that they are wearing what looks like the armor of the castle guard.
All right. Well, we should definitely tail them at the very least.
All right. So you
Can
can.
we see these guards yet at all, or are they still out of sight for me and Yafa?
This is kind of hard to handle the time of, but the event of them running past.
Sure.
I mean, you and Gunnar and Riaz are like 50 feet away from Yafa and
Right, but I'm with Yafa.
So,
oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're
Yeah.
we're just kind of waiting because they said we're gonna take us to the castle.
Yeah, I'm just wondering like how far away are they still? Are they
Yeah.
are they almost to us?
it's probably it's like 10 seconds for them to get over to you just to maneuver through the brush.
Okay.
Anyway, so by the time they get to you, near the pipe, there is like not a clearing, but like you're not standing in thick woods either. The water coming out over years and years and years has cleared some of it away. But the guards come around. They stand about, I don't know, 5-ish feet with spears pointed at the both of you. Yeah. Oh, I heard my own echo, which I responded to. I thought someone was asking for clarification. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sam. I just thought of like the Pokemon meme. It hurt itself in its own confusion.
Yeah.
Good job, Sam.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, they kind of have you at the medieval equivalent of gunpoint.
Sure.
Yeah. And the archer, not the archer, sorry. The archer, what am I saying? The archer yells down, these two have stated that they're here on inspection business. And then one of the guards says, that is not something that happens.
And,
First time for everything.
yeah, what
Where did
would
you-
they know? They're guards. I don't know it.
You think they aren't aware of like the general, like a health inspector isn't a one-time thing, right? It's a recurring event, and these people could be guarding the castle for like 15 years for all you know.
If
and
they're called
this is
out for
literally
specific concern, then yeah, it's a one-time event.
Well, see, we were
You
sent.
think they work for the king? You think
The king sent us in secret to check that everything is in order, right? He's not going to announce that we're coming to verify, like, whatever inadequacies they have in the castle.
one of the guards asked, "Why did they send two of you? And can we see some proof?"
Why did they send two of us?
Yeah.
Because
Because
Again,
one
the guard calls
person-
up and says, "Sorry."
Go ahead.
he's
The guard follows up and says, "I'd like to see some proof because this seems like something that the royal guard would be informed of."
so I say that
Show him the sword. Show him the sword.
I say that well, Travok is the architectural brilliant mind, and that I am a whatever the equivalent of a biologist would be, or ecologist.
It's a biology.
Ecologist.
Okay.
And at that time, he's also asking for,
Oh shit! Do we still have some of those scribbles?
I forget who took them.
I think I have them.
Do you?
I thought so. I remember saying I wanted to take them.
Okay, then we'll just say
We're
that.
talking the like scribbled paper from the crazy guy's place.
Yeah, so we could be like,
Yeah.
see, this is our.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have those.
Damn it! I don't think I have a forgery kit. Son of a bitch.
Are
And
you
it's
gonna
not like
forge it in
forge it
front of
right
him?
in front of me.
So are we close enough to hear this conversation?
You can make out bits and pieces, but you can move closer if you like.
Yeah, let's try to move closer.
All right. You move up to the edge of the brush, still maintaining safe distance. It's about you went from being about 50 feet away to about 20 feet away.
Okay.
You're in deep enough that a guard looking directly at you if perceptive, would be able to tell that a person is there, but you're not like sticking out.
Okay.
How many of them were there again? 3 or 4?
4.
4. Okay.
Oh.
3 spears, 1 morning star.
Yes.
So there.
And the archer who is still aiming.
And the archer. That's right.
Right.
What are we gonna do? Features and traits. Steve, what is false identity?
What is false identity?
I have it written down on my features and traits.
Ooh.
That is a good question.
D&D false identity.
It's from your charlatan background. I just don't know exactly what that all carries with it.
I assume it just kind of means like you never tell people who you actually are or something.
He has an established. I don't know everything he has, but he should have, like for having the charlatan background, he has an established character that is an identity he has fully like created.
Oh, okay. So it's just like my alter ego that I use to.
Well, I know that here I got it. One sec. Okay. You have created a second identity that includes documentation, established acquaintances, and disguises that allow you to assume that persona. You can forge documents, including official paperwork and personal letters, as long as you have seen an example of that type of document or the handwriting you were trying to copy. This is a lot of good stuff to do ahead of time.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say that I can't use this because 1, I would have had to state.
You're literally standing in front of them.
Yeah, I would have had to state that I wanted to do all this ahead of time, and 2, I don't think I'd want to do it even in the case because, like that's kind of a shitty false identity to have as a health inspector.
You're the one that came up with it.
Shit. Do we have
The health inspector.
I say that
We killed the health inspector.
I say that
So wait,
we
when
don't
you
we
moved
don't have
over-
any sort of we didn't have any sort of identification on us because we didn't think that this would be an issue. We just came from our lodgings and didn't bring anything with us because it was going to be a quick trip.
Riaz, what did you ask, or did I mishear?
I was just wondering, when we moved forward, did we hear them say that like we're on this inspection mission, we don't have identity? That this whole part of the conversation.
You caught the tail end, so you don't know that Ari claimed to be the health inspector, but you heard the guards requesting identification or
We
proof,
heard Ari
requesting
say-
proof. You don't know what proof of.
But we just heard her say that we didn't bring any identification.
Oh well, you hear this part, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you hear that part. Ari, you can roll for persuasion.
Doot, doot, doot.
But actually, before that,
Okay.
the guard looks at Trevok and says he doesn't appear to be in any sort of uniform.
What?
Aren't you like half naked?
No, I'm wearing a bear pelt.
Okay. That might be worse.
I didn't even think about that. Oh my god.
See, I use this to protect myself from being attacked by thieves and vagabonds hiding in the brush.
Sorry, I find
So I
that
try to persuade him that that's why
that
I wear
the
my
health
bear pelt.
inspector is wearing a bear pelt.
Hey, you're the health inspector. I'm just the stone.
That's
mason
true.
guy.
That's true. I brought you along for your expertise.
Yeah.
Ari, so I take it you forgot he was dressed like that when that was your
100% forgot. I forgot he's a barbarian. Wait, he's a barbarian?
Yes.
Yeah.
A mountain dwarf barbarian.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mountain Dwarf Barbarian. I only have Mountain Dwarf on his tag. Oops, I forgot about that. Okay. Yes, I did 100% forget what he was wearing. Okay.
All right. Ivan, would you like to roll for persuasion?
Sure.
Oh, this gonna has to be a big
Gonna
one.
have to be.
13.
What's your
Let me
bonus?
see. +0.
Oh, God.
13.
Wait, you have two. You have two character sheets. Can you delete the one that isn't good?
I do.
Oh, one is made by Ari. I don't know why.
Where?
I think that's when he copied it from me.
Oh.
I don't know. I actually have it open as a PDF on my computer. I don't have it on the Google Doc.
okay.
Yeah, let me delete them. This one's older. Hold on. I just removed it. There you go. It was older anyway.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong one then. Okay.
I mean, I saw it +0, so.
13 plus 0.
Yep.
Yeah. You do not fool the guard, but the guard says, I suppose, or he considers the point that you brought up of thieves and vagabonds hiding in the brush and turns to his associate and says, check the brush in case they have people with them.
Okay, associate, how many people are gonna go check? Just one?
Just, let's say 2. Yeah, 2 because you're still under the...
Is Ari still persuading them that...
No, because I think it overrode
what?
to you because you were trying to persuade him about your clothing.
Yeah, but you were trying to
But-
persuade them about yourself.
I guess so.
I mean, you can still say what you were going to say. It doesn't explain his bear pelt,
it doesn't.
but...
What was I
But you
gonna
also
say?
don't have to explain the bear pelt, because I have just explained my bear pelt.
Yes. What did I say? I was explaining that. Oh, it was the lack of identification, right?
Yep.
Because you didn't think it would be necessary.
Right.
So
So
you
I'm-
can roll a persuasion
I'm
too.
rolling for that. Okay.
It's going to be easier than Ivan's, but still not easy.
10 and I have +4, 14.
The guard seems to consider it and says, I don't believe you, but... well, he considers it and says, I don't believe you, but... What the fuck is
I
that?
don't know what that was. Somebody said.
All right, I'm sorry. He briefly considers it and says, I don't believe you, but there is no point in jumping to conclusions. We can bring you before the king and find out for sure.
Jesus.
Meanwhile, the other 2 guards they're staying together so as not to get ambushed, but they have started to search the brush slightly more uphill from where Jake and Riaz are.
Can I ask the dude who's up on the ball? Is he still looking at us?
I mean, he's still aiming at you, yeah.
Jeez, he needs to go away. Calm down, Alice. Holy.
He's literally doing... Oh, I didn't know you guys could hear that.
Yes, we definitely can.
Jeez.
Killing
That's
that
our
little
crocodile.
thing.
Also,
Oh,
Sam, how are you feeling? You still want to go?
Let's wrap up this
Encounter.
scene.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Sure.
Or not necessarily wrap up in case, like, combat or something happens, but, like...
Get to the next.
Actually, you know what? This feels like a good cliffhanger to me.
Sure.
Okay.
Is
All right, somebody write down what's happening.
So,
Yeah. So,
who's got it? Somebody got it?
I'll write it down.
Okay.
I
Put
feel
it-
like I should be the one to remember.
Put it in the chat. Type it in the chat. Not in this chat, in the Dragonary chat.
Oh my god, you're so demanding. Okay. Cool. How are we gonna...
So,
It's
one guard.
Zach just showing up in the middle.
He's just gonna poof. I'm back from my date, guys.
well, he come back from the library and run into Ace. Probably.
Yeah, maybe that. Yeah, that'll.
Oh,
make
that's a good
sense.
point.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
What, you think they went on the date at the library?
No, but
Whoa, but you know they're coming back from the date.
yeah.
Why would they be coming back to the
She
library?
hasn't
She doesn't
lived at
live
the
there.
library.
she forgot something at the library.
Well, he comes.
I'm just giving you guys a hard time. It's fine.
Okay, so
Okay.
One archer on the wall aiming at us.
Yeah.
2 guards with us at their spears.
Yeah, the Morning Star guy is one of the guys that went to search.
Okay, cool. So Morning Star and Spear searching a little up the way. Oh my god. A little up the way from the other 2.
A vicious lion destroying a crocodile in the background.
Seriously.
But she was napping the whole time and woke up, and now she wants to play.
Yeah.
And they do not believe us, but they're threatening to take us in front of the king, which we definitely cannot have that.
Why not? Maybe
No,
he knows
maybe.
about the Citadel.
It's in his
It's
castle.
supposed to be a secret.
I mean, I'm not gonna guarantee it, but
And it's
Yeah, I feel like that's a one-way ticket to fighting the whole army.
yeah.
Well, we could show him the sword and be like, look what we have.
Yeah.
But we don't even know if we knew how to
was
use it. Then we'd be in
stolen.
a you know.
We'll just bluff him.
Well, yeah, you know, a good king's not gonna risk the lives of his entire kingdom.
Or himself. Himself right there.
maybe he's kind of like an S2J nun type king, where he just. Okay, I'm still writing it down. Sorry. One
no
spear,
problem.
one Morning Star, guards, search, brush uphill from Jake and Yaz. But take our guards don't believe Ari and Trevok's health inspector story. But decide to take them in front.
If the archer wasn't up on the wall, I swear, these guys would be gone.
Well, do you think he's gonna be able to hit us? Aren't we pretty close to the
He's
wall?
gonna
Like, how's
just
he gonna
run
shoot-
inside and alert everybody about us,
Let
though.
everyone else know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like then we can get away. It's not like
Yeah, I mean, how are they gonna be able to? I guess if they have like dogs or some shit, they might be able to track us.
we'll go run into the brush and hide. You know.
But if they
We'll
have
see.
dogs, I guess there's no way the dogs could have our scent though. Realistically,
I guess
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see
Yeah.
next time.
Next time on DnD with
Yep.
A bunch of idiots.
Us.
I was gonna say artards.
This is I would love to I mean obviously we're not going to because it would be prohibitively expensive, but I think it would be extremely entertaining if we were loaded to commission someone to edit this into a cohesive story and animate it along with our voice and just watch this ridiculousness play out.
Oh man.
Okay. Yeah, sorry to cut it short, but it's probably good anyway since Zach isn't here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's all right. Things are starting to get moving now, so
Yeah.
we're getting there.
Also, why don't we do this on Sunday evenings? Is anyone routinely busy on Sunday evenings? Weekday evenings seem way harder to do.
I'm typically more free on weekday evenings than Sunday evenings.
I feel like weekdays are
All right, Rip.
more predictable. It's just weekends are always up in the air.
Yeah.
We can use it
Alright,
as a
fair
fallback option. I mean, if you want.
Yeah, I'm okay with doing it every now and then. I don't know if I can commit to it every week.
Yeah.
But
So maybe
Or
It's not hard to say. Hey, can anybody do it on this day in the chat?
prime pick Tuesday, secondary pick Wednesday, third pick Sunday.
I'm fine with that.
I mean, we could always just do if we know that Tuesday isn't gonna work out. We could just. No, that sounds reasonable.
I'm
Alright,
free
cool.
probably this Sunday, but then after that, the next 3 weekends, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be free on Sunday.
Well,
Okay.
we have to wrap this up by the very start of April because me and Jake are going to be gone for 2 weeks. Yeah, I guess we don't
Wait,
have to, but
is,
it
is
would
wrap
be
this up meaning the campaign, or wrap this up as in?
not a whole campaign, but maybe just this story.
Little story.
And we don't
line, yeah.
necessarily have to. I'm not going to force it.
Yep.
But
at least get to a very
that would be
good
the-
logical breaking point.
Yeah, that would be the ideal outcome.
Okay.
Goodbye, friends.
Cool.
I love you, Steve.
Later.
Goodbye.
Bye.